At the beginning of the story we meet some people who were working in a mine, then suddenly there is an explosion and a man named Oliver who helps him to find a job in the mine. He used to work hard to help them and people come out, but Teddy is among them. A man named dies and the dead body is taken to the house where his wife is very excited after seeing this scene. Shifts from here and we're having a partito, a beautiful girl named Connie, and then a man comes to him, whose name was Clipart, and he was very rich now. After some scared talks he was impressed by each other and together starts dancing, but Connie's friends Dokken doesn't like this at all, because now this meeting of both of them is love that I had changed, after which both of them were together marry someone else. While getting married both of them swear that they are one, will always be loyal to each other and will never, but they will not leave each other now. The married life of both is going very well, but the next day the Clipart was copied. Che had to go because he was a soldier, but he gets injured and is sent back home. It is given that we see that today the report is home was living and everyone was very happy and his were standing outside the house to welcome. Connie was very happy to see the Clipart. It happens, but then we see that he has to fight. Cliff's stomach was damaged after being injured and the lower part was completely paralyzed. Clipart was now helpless in his situation and he thanks everyone and goes inside. Connie was happy to see Cliff, but she was very sad inside. Never in their life was this heavy with happiness. He never thought that this mode would also come. Clifford, saddened by this, he even tries, but Connie rocks him. She assures him that she will always, we will be with her. Now on the other side of this we see Oliver, who is with his fiancée. He is writing a letter that this time he is going to meet someone. He is not reducing his work in the mine, but this time he both are in war again after some time. When Bollywood, when he comes home on leave, he seeing your fiancé with another man. Look, he is late and leaves without meeting him. He goes away and then delivers less after some time. Goes to ask for Clipart. After this, when I was talking to her, she came to know. Turns out Oliver is also in this battle inside him. I was reducing the clip and it was quite impressive. Goes and gives Oliver his birds. He gives the responsibility of taking care of the handicapped. The reason is to buy a car for himself. And when he sits and moves around in it, he feels that it was as if his wings had returned. Then one day he goes to Oliver's with Connie, who the cottage in the woods was a respite and he used to take care of the birds there earlier. Once Connie sees Oliver, she falls in love with him and then from there Connie signals Oliver as she returns, but Oliver doesn't understand it. The next day a mint comes to Connie and tells her that Oliver is asking for the keys to his cottage. Connie herself went to give him the key. Then when she reaches Oliver, if it is there, the liver does not process it properly and he tells her that you have to bear this trouble. No one must be convinced Connie is Oliver as he gets angry at the behavior and she leaves the place angrily. The next day, Oliver has to write a letter to Connie in which your birth. The cottage is where Oliver spends his. He was taking off his shirt and doing the work. Then who was his? When we look at the body, nothing gets into our mind. Caste is something it cannot control, and Oliver, he seems to have a life, but then Oliver also takes him. Look, he's lying down and putting his shirt back on, because he respected Connie. He liked this place very much, so he took Oliver to. She says I paint here every day. I will come to do it, but Oliver tells her that tool clean it up and I'll go somewhere else. I'll go away. Connie tells him that the story doesn't even need to be known and you tell me why are you running around here? Connie Oliveri get angry and start living there, but then it rains there, so she went with Oliver to his cottage. There is a cast where both of them burnt themselves today. He starts to grumble, but then Oliver gets up. He goes because he understands Connie's intentions. Connie asks him if you want to keep me away. Oliver asks him why he's running away. I'm not running away from you, I'm just scared. Because if Clifford is our elder, if I find out, I'll lose my job. Now Bolivar had ignored Connie. So she gets up from there and goes home. I am very sorry that none of our. The child does not click on it and tells him I am trying very hard and to fix his body. He lay on top of it. Clifford is painfully shocked by the electric current that was shouting a lot, and then when at last Connie could not bear to see his pain, so she lets rock the Clipart. Now Clipart, this there is a failure in the reduction, hence it is scored. Now the next day I will not go to the jungle, but then she hears Oliver's voice lowering his head. When she hears it, she immediately goes to him. There is a cast where after reaching there he becomes obsessed with small things. We look at them and run after seeing them. Seeing those children, he felt sorry for his own children. I remember something he might never have created. Now, seeing Connie's Rhoda, Oliver will find her. He comes closer and hugs her. Now he is late. Oliver also started liking Connie, so he takes her with him to his cottage. Where they both get intimate. Connie stays with Oliver all day and then, as evening approaches, Oliver takes her home. Connie goes with him before leaving. She asks Oliver what he did. Do you have any regrets about that? Oliver says no. I love you, and now you are only mine. There is a very strong storm at night and thunder. Oliver begins to miss Connie a lot. She was drinking a lot of alcohol because she weighs. It's late there. Even Connie has lost her sleep, and she too could not sleep in the memories of Oliver. Then she sees Oliver's house from the window, see the light, and he can't rock himself. She finds it and runs to Oliver. But then we see Connie, a maid from their house, would see him while he was leaving. Oliver is also there waiting for Connie was doing, and he tells Connie that too didn't think you would meet me on this one. Connie tells him that I will not leave you alone, and then both of them there. But one day we get intimate with Clipart. There's a party at the house, where Duncan is also present. Then the Clipper is seen that Connie and Duncan are dancing together, and it doesn't feel good to see this at all. The next morning, Clifford tells Connie that more to you than to your husband it is always important to have a child. She had always wanted a child, and Clifford, I think that's probably why Connie is close to Duncan. She is leaving, but someone is very angry about this. Yes, it happens, but I tell him to talk to me. It doesn't matter who you are with, have your baby animal baby be mine. Now one should get angry with this and take care of the liver. She goes near him and gets intimate with him. Then one day Connie finds out that she is pregnant and she is in this big. Clifford tells California listening he is very happy and asks Connie to give him a man. He asks for the man's name, but who is he? One day, Clifford Oliver he goes to meet her and she also meets Connie. He asks them to come with him. Now both of them go. They were just doing this when Oliver comes from behind and now he falls on Connie and starts kissing her. The two were kissing when the clip art Connie thinks the voice is actually Clift's. The car got stuck in the mud, but then there Oliver arrives and pushes his cart. He starts applying it, but in the meantime he starts eating. Because of the reduction in the mine both his locks were damaged. Then Connie she tells him not to rock Oliver. So he will be mad, but Clifford will not. Now finally does Oliver mud his car and crispy from there. Connie Oliver's little scare goes away. Oliver angrily tells her it is said that he worked in their mines for 12 years. And ruined your lunch with these. Even after the war he was sent to France. He says my life is not like yours. So you went back to your husband. Then one day Connie's maid, Ms. Alton Oliver he is killed at Connie's cottage where he is taken to. He finds the diary and after seeing it is understood that the child in Connie's womb's Oliver's coming one day. Clip art a party at your home to celebrate the birth of a child. We want to have a party, but then Miss Bolton is there. Comes and tells Clip art that Connie's the baby in her belly is Oliver's. Then when someone meets Clifford tells them he becomes very angry. After this, she comes to Bolton and asks him who told you. Miss Bolton says that I don't need to tell you anything. Now Connie thinks maybe I'm talking. Oliver would have told her, but Miss Bolton she says she hasn't told me anything yet. Someone runs into this and tells him that she loves Oliver very much. Then Miss Bolton comes to him and apologizes. She demands that Oliver quickly pass, which otherwise your husband will kill him. Oliver is out without running away. After listening to him, there is cast in the house and we see that there is no one who can run this tax. But then Oliver goes there and seeing this, Connie hugs him. We see Connie at home. Clip art she has come where she asks him for a divorce, but Clip art refuses it and asks to call Oliver. But then when Oliver arrives, they both argue with each other. They argue a lot and finally Connie and Oliver leaves Clift's house. Then Clift was there as they left comes and he is going to divorce Connie. Mother goes friends. This film is somehow does not justify less for Connie. Then whatever Connie did to Clifford was right. The director was not here. Open for you. The ending leaves off where you have to find your own. It's up to you to decide who is right and who is wrong. And friends, with this the story ends. Cast is over.